So we appreciate that the balance sheet is having a difference of 29,000. So we need to check why. Because the balance sheet is supposed to balance. And the first thing we identify here is your sales less returning was, we added it, because if you are less, and that should be 930 minus 15, but we sought to add it. So let's correct that. That should be 915,000 and not 945. So it's minus 15. So that will be 915. So let's put in that change. That will lead our net profit to be 28,320. 28. So the net profit 28,320. So now the difference is back to 1,000, right? We may have to fish out that 1,000 too. So petty mistakes can make your trial balance disagree. So you see here, we have done virtually everything correct when it comes to adjustment, but ordinary arithmetics is making our trial balance not balance. Okay, so it can happen to anybody. And I do this with my students so that they appreciate that, yes, you can make mistakes in the heat of the exams or anything. So when it happens, you shouldn't bother your head about it. So we've identified one. Now it's left with the 1,000. Where to rent was received in advance of 1,000. Let me see. Sometimes you trace using the figure as astounding. So 1,000, and I've seen some 1,000 here. So let me check if indeed I did the right thing with adjusting that 1,000. Rent received in advance, right? We less it from the rent income, so we less that. In the balance sheet, it's a current liability. So you see, in the balance sheet, we didn't bring that rent that was received in advance. And I'm sure that is what is causing the chaos. So rent received in advance, we left that out of the current liabilities. Okay. I think that will settle the whole issue. Okay, yes. So we now have our net total asset 538,320, capital employed 538. So the issues were the fact that we didn't less the returning was, we sought to add it, right? And then we also forgot to send the rent received. This is an income received in advance, income prepaid, and it's a current liability. We also didn't send that figure. The reason why we had that difference of 29,000. So I think that settles. So if you have the opportunity to go back and do some of these corrections, yes. But if not, leave it at that, because if we left these mistakes in there, I'm sure we would have still scored not less than 85% of the marks. Okay. So thank you very much for staying with me to rectify these errors.